So I replaced the passenger side mirror on my car today.
Yay! Did it work?
Oh yeah, it works like a dream. It just cost me $400. Um,
Oh, what the?
yeah, because okay, so my car is a 2016.
Okay,
Okay, and you know how you can get aftermarket parts for every car in existence,
pretty much. Yeah.
the OEM parts, right? Well, it turns out you can get them for the 2015. You can get them for the 2017.
I think you told me this. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them for the 2012, the 2021, all of them except the 2016.
Except for yours. Yeah.
And and you have to go through the dealership to get it.
Right. With
So
dealer prices.
with dealer prices and everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and it is like a very specifically bolted car. It's so annoying.
Uh,
But it works. I have one white mirror and one black mirror now, so you'll be able to find me in Los Angeles theoretically.
well, that makes it easy. You're a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might just paint the doors white.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that'll make people think I'm a cop even more so than they think I am now.
Well, older people, yeah, because now it's like they have specific vehicles, right, that they use. It's not like dependent on county or states. It's like everywhere pretty much has the same kind of cop car.
Well, yeah, but all of our cop cars are either sedans or like big Escalades, right?
Yeah.
And mine's a sedan that looks pretty close.
Okay.
It looks pretty close. So, and it like the only way you can tell is to like look at the antennas and the mirrors.
I found out because up here, our car actually is the same as the Cruisers. It's a Ford Explorer,
Yeah.
but it's they do two different versions. Well, I mean they do like three or four different versions. But they do like the consumer ones, which have roof racks,
Right.
and then they have the Cruiser ones, which not only have all the extra cop stuff, bracing and bigger engines and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't have a roof rack.
Okay.
So you can kind of tell if you're paying attention. But now I kind of look like a cop coming up on people.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it weren't for like that glorious beard, you'd look like a cop anyway.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, that is what I came out with the aptitude test in high school.
Oh, yeah, they wanted me to be an actor.
That's just weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know what you could be as an actor. And I said, you know what? That seems fine. I'll do that.
It's like first one. All right, check, done.
Well, I mean, the other options were like guidance counselor.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah.
Guidance.
I think they always put guidance counselor on there as one of the options.
Actually, that's a good conspiracy. I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like always put a guidance counselor on there, and that way everybody can be like, oh, I could totally do this job if I don't make it in one of the other ones.
All I have to do is screw up kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works out. Ugh. I mean, you're a parent. You're already screwing up kids already. I mean, there you go.
Oh, their whole lives are screwed.
And that's why I don't have kids.
Well, you would be perfect. That's why you would be a good guidance counselor. It would be, yeah.
I would be great at ruining children.
It would, yeah, be perfect.
Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams of being a 9-foot basketball player.
Yeah.
Remember to do steroids.
Let me help you with that. I got a guy.
Like dude, I would love to take another aptitude test and just like have it say like be Chris Hansen, like do cool jobs.
Yeah.
Be an action movie.
Just an action movie. Just an action movie. Just an action movie. Okay. Which one?
I don't know. Air Force One seems fun.
Yep. I like laugh
RoboCop's pretty good, but it's a little too like rough. You can't have nothing in Detroit.
it's like straight up raw dogging with no lube kind of stuff.
Whoa. I edited myself to say can't have nothing in Detroit. And you went full raw dogging with no lube.
I went straight up. Yep.
My man.
I mean, that's pretty much what that movie is, though. It's just
I'd buy that for $1.
yep.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
let's roll the intro.
Yeah, let's do that.
Been hating my job, I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.
Thank you for that wonderful intro, Joey.
Yes.
We love you.
We
hope
do.
you feel better soon.
He's not good, doing good?
He's having like a, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I think he's like in physical therapy or something. I have no idea. I haven't heard from him in a minute. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, like I texted him last night or whatever, but like
right.
He's feeling better or something. But you know, in the canon of the podcast, he's never been on the podcast. He sings that song.
Right.
You know, so
we should get him on the podcast though, so people
should. Joey would be great. You would love him.
I bet.
Mm-hmm. He's fancy. He's a fancy Daniel. Actually, I got a buddy named Daniel you would like to see in the you'd like to hang out with too, I'm sure.
Okay. Cool.
He does look a little bit like a mountain man. Like he's got the Rhett from Rhett and Link hair.
Oh, he's got okay, yeah.
Yeah. And a beard. Not as bushy as yours or Rhett's,
right.
But yeah. So yeah, my best DIY success, by the way, Will.
Yeah, that is the question today.
Is I fixed my my passenger side mirror twice.
We're not
buying the part.
We're not going to say the first time was to failure. We're just going to say it was a speed bump.
No, no. But so what happened was the first time I had it, great time, lasted for like 6-8 months, whatever. First time somebody smashed it with a bat, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
They were just vandalizing me. Great. This time there was I can only assume was a drunk person driving directly at me and then swerved out of the way and got close enough to knock my mirror off.
Right.
So like with I had the great skills of like a cat high on laudanum to get out of the way. So I was like, oh no, that guy's coming right for me. Is he getting out of the way?
Oh no!
Like for whatever reason, like I do stunts for like a job, right?
Right. Yeah.
I get out of the way of shit coming at me all the time.
Exactly.
But I think that might have put me into a false sense of security where I'm driving and I'm looking at this car coming directly at me. I'm like, oh, he's turning. He's clearly turning. He's got to be turning. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he turn?
Yeah.
And then he's getting very, very close. Maybe I should get out of the way. And then I couldn't find my mirror after that too. Like I immediately pull over. I'm like, this guy is gonna stop.
No.
He's gonna come out and give me his insurance information.
No.
Da 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 da. Nah, he just sped off.
Yep. It's like, oh, did I just get out of here?
I don't think you realized he hit anything.
Oh, yeah, that's even
or if he did,
maybe
like I have the money for this. Yeah.
You worried about getting on the people's court?
The People's Court,
People's court.
where they
Duh.
pay you. Actually, like People's Court doesn't make you pay anybody else. They pay you.
They pay you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a little trick of the showbiz.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why would you go on the People's Court to like
Right.
air your dirty laundry?
Right.
Right.
My favorite ones are like the obvious ones that are the actors
Oh
that
yeah.
are in there just totally messing everything up.
Absolutely. Like funny enough, as an improv actor, I get stuff from like court shows all the time going, hey, do you want to play this guy on this court show who's just terrible at being a human being? And I'm like, maybe. And then I send them my headshot and they're like, no, thank you.
No.
We need a real villain looking guy for you. You're too adorable. Yeah.
Just look at them all shifty.
Yes. I won $300 on Let's Make a Deal.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah. I'm allowed to talk about it now because the episode aired.
Nice.
I was dressed in this shirt and a pith helmet.
Nice.
Yeah. I looked like an explorer on holiday. Which is funny because like the actual costume that I had that I hand stitched
Uh-huh.
the day before, they were like, no, sir. No,
Sorry.
we're not gonna look at you. That costume's way too good. We need a crap one.
We need it to look like you're actually
to be fun.
that like lives outside of Walmart.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
We need it to look like you went to like the budget Halloween store.
I mean, is there like the dollar store would be the budget Halloween store, I guess.
Jenkins. Yeah. So I would have won $400, but I couldn't think of the word Napa Valley.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's rough. Oh, my knee just popped. Wonderful. Okay. So what kind of nonsense do we have today, Will?
Oh, you don't want to hear my best?
I guess so. I mean, like, look, I don't want to. Here's the thing: is I know that you are good at things, and that really bothers me.
That's not entirely true. I'm good at redneck engineering, is what I like to say.
Bubble gum and duct tape, and we're good to go.
But it's gonna take me to break something else that isn't as crucial, and I'm probably going to have to use extra bolts. And that would mean bolts at all if there was no bolts to begin with, right? So there's always bolts.
See, I'm always drilling holes.
It's always drilling holes, and there's always bolts, and then you might have a pull starter after that, but it'll work.
Yeah,
sounds
about right.
Which actually is the one I'm gonna say is because a while ago, after I got married, my wife hurt her knee. She started a job as a dishwasher at first, and her second day she was washing dishes and fell in at the end of her shift, fell in the kitchen and like exploded her knee, and she was in a wheelchair for, it seemed like forever. It was like 6 months, 8 months, something like that, before she can even start really walking on it or anything. Well, we have cement steps that go up into our house.
Yeah.
No matter how you get into the house. So I built a ramp to go up the front steps out of old scaffolding stuff and soffit and some leftover wood that it was at my dad's house, and a what was it? It was like roll shingle material.
Oh, sounds like fun. What is soffit?
Soffit is the stuff that goes between so you know how your roof goes as your triangle coming out, and then it sticks out from the actual house. So
Yeah.
the piece that's between the house and that end of the trusses, see what I'm saying?
Couldn't you just say wood?
It was particle board. So yeah, it was wood.
particle board for roofs? That seems
Well, it's not really a roof. It's more like a ceiling. Well, who do we have here?
I don't know, but you should decline the call because we're in the middle of it.
Hang on. What the heck? I hit the button. For reals. Didn't even have it up. Oh, there we go.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Might have to edit that one. Because that's annoying. So does he want to join now?
Yep. No. They're just they just want to like.
Oh,
hang out.
they just want to hang out. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so I built a short ramp to go up into the house, and for those 6 or 8 months she couldn't slow herself down to go down the ramp or pull herself up to go up the ramp. So guess who had to do that continuously every day, multiple times a day?
The good boy husband pants man.
Yeah, which was
It's your
fine.
job.
It is my job, and I did it with gusto and dignity.
Good. Yeah. So we have a ramp for Graham here now.
Yeah.
It's a real nice ramp. It's so nice because like both sides of my house also have cement steps.
Right.
We went to American ramp or something like that, ramp, and they specifically install ADA ramps. Right. That's all they do is they install ADA ramps and like chair lifts and stuff.
Nice.
So so for about $4,000 we got like a really like a fantastic steel one. Right?
Nice.
Now, if we were going to get a little elevator for the back steps,
Mm-hmm.
it would cost us another $15,000. And
Oh, yeah.
that is I didn't take enough gunshots that day to pay for it.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next big project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got a good ramp.
Yeah, it's a nice ramp.
Yeah.
So, I think Ari forgot it was Friday.
Yeah, it seems like he did.
So he's I've locked him in the closet anyway for being terrible.
Right.
He's not coming back until he learns how to be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So DIY stuff, right?
Yep. We are today. We're going after the don't do this at home stuff.
Yes. Do not try this at home.
Do not try this at home.
The list of stuff you told me that you sent me, and I'm like, okay, this is a very positive opener for absolute chaos. Let's check this out. Okay, I'm just gonna go. We're gonna start in the category of fire. The category of fire. Today I effed up by almost burning my kitchen down.
Well, I mean, yeah, as long as you live in like a New York or a cityscape type place,
Mhm.
then there should be a firehouse, fire station somewhere near you, where things could possibly get better. Now, if you live where I live, you got to worry a little bit more because it could take 20 to 30 minutes before they get there.
Well, yeah, that's your fault for living on the sticks.
I like
But
it out here. I can have fires.
I'm
Not in
not
my
even gonna
kitchen.
poke that with the irony stick.
Not in my kitchen.
Yeah. So 4 years ago, Jenny Madison writes, before I write about what happened, I know I'm stupid. This happened 15 minutes ago. 4 years and 15 minutes ago. So I have this cast iron pan at home, which doesn't have an insulated handle. When I was cooking, the pan kept moving. To keep it in place, I decided to use a tissue I had previously used to clean a stain to hold on to it. That was mistake number one.
Yeah.
Within 2 seconds, the tissue caught on fire. You think I'd just put it out, right? That's where mistake number 2 comes into play. Like the complete idiot I am, I panicked and moved it around as if it were a matchstick I was trying to put out. Nope, did not work. I burnt my hand. Then I freaked out even more and threw it in the sink and turned the tap on, finally putting it out. So here I am typing this out for strangers to read with my right hand, my left hand covered in red burning patches. Sucks because I'm left-handed. Oh, thumbs the brakes, buddy.
Oh.
My mom is coming to my house in 2 hours. I don't even know how to explain it. She's going to exile me from my own kitchen if she finds out. Too long didn't read. I can't see how. I'm an idiot who tried to use a tissue to hold the pan in place. The tissue caught fire, and instead of putting it out, I swayed around as if it was a matchstick and ended up with first-degree burns on my dominant hand. Finally put it out by throwing it in the sink and turning the tap on. The too long didn't read was almost as long as the post itself.
Is it pretty much? It was very close, very, very close.
Goodness gracious.
I think the first thing is, it's kind of like it's a burn times 2 because you're left-handed. So
I guess. I mean, like,
for you in life in the first place.
I can use either hand. So, like, I'm
ambidextrous. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I injure one hand, the other hand's okay. But the handwriting's going to be different. Right?
Yeah.
But
right.
It's not going to be worse. I have bad handwriting no matter what hand I use.
Hey, that's our curse to bear.
Yeah. I believe that the phrase is our cross to bear.
Yeah. I can't say it different.
So anyway,
okay.
My advice here is don't cook anymore.
Yeah, that would
be solid.
Yeah. I'd say don't do that.
Or you can use a hot pad instead of like a tissue.
I mean, you could still catch that on fire. It takes more effort, but
yeah, well, it's like, yeah, you can technically melt asbestos, but like that, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's very, very true.
Oh, okay, boom, you're fixed.
Yep, boom.
All right. Let's see. 17 days ago, School for Apples writes, today I effed up by leaving a pot of oil on high heat unsupervised for almost 30 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Like, what were you doing that led you to believe that it was okay, or there was a more urgent thing than to make sure that the hot oil wasn't watched?
I'm going to hedge my bets and say that I'm just going to go out on a limb and say ADHD got a hold of them.
All right, fair. Yeah.
So
that's what we say around here is, now in ADHD, right? Hats available in the store.
No, available in the store as a hat. I was going to fry some stuff for dinner, but I was busy, so I left to do some stuff while the oil was heating up. It was on medium-high heat. Got completely distracted and forgot about it for what I think was almost 30 minutes. When I suddenly remember leaving the heat on, I go running toward the kitchen. The moment I see the kitchen door, I know I majorly effed up because I can only see red light coming through the door's Christmas screen. Open the door. What do I see? Huge flame coming from the pot. So much effing smoke. I completely freeze, and all I can do is scream fire and try to warn my mom, who's also home.
Nice.
Thank goodness my mother was with me, because if it had just been me, I would have done nothing but panic and let the fire burn and consume. She managed to put out the fire, and somehow the kitchen wasn't really all that damaged. Thank goodness for modern kitchens and their fire insulation. I feel horrible. First of all, for leaving oil unattended, never leaving the kitchen again while I cook. Ever, ever, ever again. And second of all, for no knowing what to do. All I did was stand there and panic. Also, how stupid can I be that I didn't even know how to properly work a fire extinguisher? I had one in my hands and couldn't figure it out. They give you the instructions on the side of the fire extinguisher,
They
my
do.
friend.
They
All
do.
you have to do is look at it.
They do.
Read.
And I'm guessing it's one of those smaller ones, not, one of the big cans, right? So those ones, like, you don't really have to do too much other than just pull, point, shoot. So
Pull the pin, throw the grenade.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one also has a TLDR.
TLDR. Today I effed up by leaving a pot full of oil burning unattended on high heat for almost 30 minutes and not knowing how to act or how to use a fire extinguisher. Everything was fine in the end. Fire was put out quickly. Not much was damaged.
How I would fix this, I think, would be to pay attention to what your mom did to put it out, which he does not state here. She does not state here whether they paid attention to what their mother did to put it out. I mean,
I know exactly what their mother did.
What?
They put the lid on the pot of oil.
I mean, that would be the number one thing to do. Yes.
They took it off of the heat, put a lid on it, and put it in the sink. That's all they did.
That's coming from people that would know at least somewhat of what to do in that situation, right?
Mm-hmm. Grease fires are real easy. I mean, don't put water on them, right?
No matter how fun it seems, don't do that.
Yeah. Also, fire extinguishers, you got to make sure it's the right fire extinguisher, my guy.
Yeah. And if you're panicked and you're not sure, probably shouldn't use it unless you have to.
Another fun trick you can do is take it outside. Most kitchens are attached to doors that go to the outside. You just take it outside
or near
and put it on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Walk away. Eventually that grease fire will burn out.
It'll do its own thing. And just let it.
Don't do that though, to be fair.
Well, it depends on where you live again. Because if you live, on your street, you probably don't do that. If you live in New York, probably don't do that. Out here in the sticks, nobody's really going to do anything except for, like, what's happening to the neighbors, even if they see.
That's true. But also, you got to make sure you have like a place that isn't going to burn around you too.
Well, yeah, don't set it underneath a tree.
My fix is the same. Never cook again.
Yeah. Just don't.
You're not allowed near the stove or the matches anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's gonna be great. Today I effed up. They're all today I effed ups, by the way.
Yes.
Uncle Rudy, 5 years ago today, I effed up because I caused my oven to explode.
I can't wait to hear this one.
Let's see. Oh, it's a recipe. Fantastic.
There is a recipe.
Okay, I actually blew up my oven making these. 1 large bag of cranberries, 1 medium bag brown sugar, juice and zest of 1 medium orange, cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg, cloves, and smoked paprika. Half a fifth of bourbon. That's where I messed up.
Yeah.
Bourbon is explosive, my friend.
Yeah.
It's very flammable. Mix them all together and bake for an hour uncovered or until most of the cranberries have popped. Okay. I also needed to cook a focaccia, which is a fancy bread
It is.
from Italy. So I turned the oven up to 550 to get the right temperature. Fahrenheit?
That seems
That
a
seems
little high.
excessive.
That seems a little high.
It was early Thanksgiving morning, so I didn't have a shirt on while cooking.
Oh, that's even better.
I was standing next to the oven, and a massive blue fireball exploded in the oven.
Blue.
The alcohol had vaporized and added heat and added the alcohol had vaporized and the added heat caught it on fire. There we go. There was enough force to blow the door open about 8 inches, and the fireball came out the door. I lost all of my hair on my belly from my hips to my belly button, burned the entire area so it looked like a really bad sunburn, and stunk up the kitchen.
I bet.
Today I lost a bunch of hair and burned myself from exploding alcohol vapor while cooking without a shirt on.
It looks like
That's what I mean by TLDR. When it's TLDR, give it to me in one sentence. Don't give me this paragraph explanation that just recaps everything.
Done. There seems to be images that go along with this, but we
Just
will
a
not
shopping
be reposting that.
It's just a shopping list anyway. He's like, these are the cranberries.
The last one says belly.
I don't want to look at his belly.
Yeah, see? I don't want to do that.
So here's the deal. 550 is too high to cook anything.
I mean, if you're turning on the broiler, which is usually one of the higher temperatures in an oven, usually what you're trying to do is you're trying to crisp up stuff for a couple of minutes.
Right.
Not explode cranberries, especially in bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Like you could have accomplished the same stuff at 375 for a longer period of time.
And it might have tasted better too.
Probably wouldn't taste as how do you say, human hairy.
Definitely. And it wouldn't smell like your belly.
You're cooking stuff at 550 degrees Fahrenheit. I can only assume it's Fahrenheit because if it's Celsius, you're trying to blast off to
Fahrenheit somewhere on here.
No, but he said 550, and the two places that the two measurements we use with cooking are Fahrenheit and Celsius,
right?
500 degrees, 550 Celsius. Let me just 550.
Yeah. Look that up.
Is 1022 Fahrenheit. So,
yeah.
Unless he's welding
or trying to melt glass
or trying to blast off to the moon.
Yeah.
550 degrees Fahrenheit. So,
no. Let's not. Let's just not.
Don't. Yeah. So like okay, so 550 degrees is a very hot oven setting, primarily used for achieving high-quality blistered crust pizza in 3 minutes, often with a baking steel or stone, and it's ideal for high-heat roasting, such as prime rib and specific, like, other things.
Yeah.
Right? That's a very specific thing.
Yeah.
Putting a bottle of bourbon in there. Bourbon has a very low.
Well, it does say half a fifth.
Whatever. I don't care how much. Bourbon has a low point of burning, right? It has a low smoke point.
The low flamage.
Right, exactly. It does not take 550 degrees to ignite that kind of alcohol.
No.
That's insane. Unless you are some kind of magic genius, don't attempt to make focaccia at 550 degrees Fahrenheit. It's supposed to take it about 3 to 8 minutes to make focaccia that way, right?
Yeah.
You can achieve focaccia without it being 550.
Exactly.
So, and especially when you're cooking with friggin' bourbon, my friend. Good
Mhm.
Lord, the wild turkey exploded.
Oof.
Okay.
Again, then that would be 3 stories and 3 don't cook anymore.
Dude, seriously, my man
Don't cook.
needs to go back to cooking school.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how long this next one is. Not bad. Today I effed up by trying to cook my boyfriend breakfast. Chew.
Aw.
Bless you. Writes 5 years ago. Sorry, I'm dyslexic for any spelling and grammar errors. Okay, that's fine. Today was my boyfriend's birthday, and on his birthday, his mother used to make a big breakfast: bacon, eggs, pancakes, and more. But after he came out, him and his mom do not speak. Okay, great. Well, I decided that I would try to be romantic and make him breakfast. Nothing big or fancy like his mom, because I can't really cook. Here's your first mistake, my friend. However, after talking to everyone, I know they all kept telling me scrambled eggs on toast is one of the easiest things to make. Even with my little to no cooking skills, well, that's a lie. I burnt the toast, the eggs, and the kitchen curtains. Oh God. Side note, smoke detectors work, so does a fire extinguisher.
Nice.
Okay, very well done. Okay. I also had to go to the emergency room at the same hospital that my boyfriend, who is a nurse, works. My boyfriend now believes me when I say I can't cook. Never make him cook again, friend. Never make him cook again.
That would be 4 for 4 then. Don't cook. Don't cook. If you can't make
TLDR, tried cooking breakfast, ended up burning everything and the kitchen curtains, and took a trip to the emergency room. Well done, my friend. I mean, like, look, points for being a good boyfriend.
Yeah, you're
right?
trying.
You're trying to take care of your boy. Do it, right?
Yeah.
Love it. How you managed to burn down the kitchen. There is a comedy of errors there that you did not explain, which is fair.
Yeah.
And I kind of appreciate, because I'm the one who has to read all these. But my goodness, that's like this is the only one also who has volunteered to never cook again.
Right.
I can't cook. I shouldn't cook ever because I burnt down the kitchen. Well done, sir. Thank you. He solved his own problem.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost suspicious.
Oh, suspiciously.
Almost.
Yeah. Oh, he's totally like a 5-star Michelin chef, right?
Right.
Just never wants to cook. So he's like, I'm gonna burn down the kitchen and prove this.
I don't like these.
Anyway. Weaponized incompetence. I see how it is. Okay, so that is all of the fire chaos.
That is all
every fire episode that we have so far. Chemicals. Bill, you put these together in wonderful little subcategories.
I did.
Chemicals, science experiments gone badly. Okay. Will, can I tell you how much I appreciate all the work you do here?
Well, I appreciate that you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because I do try.
So today I effed up 6 years ago. No bull, XX no bull, double X. Today I effed up by pepper spraying myself. Okay. Will, have you ever been pepper sprayed?
No. I mean, I have had somebody with one of those like keychain ones long time ago, just the little tiny ones, and we sprayed it on some Taco Bell tacos and tasted it, but we didn't spray it in our eyes or anything. I
see. So part of training for a lot of the stuff that I do involves like security training and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things is get pepper sprayed so you know how it feels.
Yeah.
and it is the worst.
I
It is
bet.
awful. You know what? I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight when it comes to. Oh, you have bear mace? I'm gonna just hang out.
Yeah. It's-
It sucks. It feels like all of your pores are on fire,
Oh,
and your eyes, ears, nose, and mouth are all flooding to put out all these fires,
yeah.
and it's chemical, so it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you're just goopy
Goopy,
and on fire.
mucusy, and
Yeah,
just no.
and
And
on
then
fire.
that
It's not
spreads
right.
it too, doesn't it?
Oh, what's that?
With the mucusy kind of stuff, that just spreads it further, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
rough. It's awful.
Ugh.
We as humans have decided that we are going to make it hurt.
Yeah.
That's like we have come up with some very specific ways to mess with our own biology to get us to stop doing idiot things.
Right.
Uh, anyway, so back to the post. Technically, it was yesterday, even though it was 6 years ago. But here's the story. We've been on quarantine. Oh, this is quarantine times. We've been on quarantine and staying home, but we have let my oldest son's girlfriend come and visit every once in a while. She came over and set her keys on the kitchen counter, and then they went downstairs to hang out. A little later, I got up from the recliner and went to the kitchen, saw her keys lying there, but for some reason thought they were my wife's. They both have tons of dangling key chains and sparkly doohickeys, a sparkly canister of hand sanitizer hung from the keys. So I helped myself. I sprayed a generous portion of sanitizer on my hands before realizing it was not sanitizer.
Spray
Even
sanitizer
after I
on your keys.
even
Spray
after I sprayed
sanitizer?
it. What's that?
Spray sanitizer on keys. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
those exactly. Yeah, those exist.
A little like, and then it's like lotion. That's all.
Right,
I
well,
remember.
no,
I
they
don't
have
use
spray
spray.
sanitizer. Yeah, especially during COVID, they had a bunch of spray sanitizers.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
I never saw one
uh,
on keys, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
well, okay, well, I've seen it. It's not like en vogue anymore, but it was around.
Right.
Okay. Sparkly canister of hand sanitizer hung from the keys, so I helped myself. I sprayed a generous portion of sanitizer in my hands before realizing it wasn't sanitizer. Even after I sprayed it and it didn't come out like sanitizer, it was a pressurized stream and didn't look like hand sanitizer. It didn't click right away. I smelled it and was immediately overcome with the overpowering aroma of pepper spray. My waif came up behind me. Her eyes started burning and she screams, "WTF are you doing? That's pepper spray." Well, I go over to the sink and wash my hands as well as I think I have to. Then rub my beard and face. Why
Oh,
did I do that? Next thing I know, my eyes and whole face is burning.
yeah.
The kitchen filled up with pepper spray, burning the noses and eyes of everyone in the house.
Oh,
Afterward, we all had a good laugh at my mistake. I ended up having to shower for like 45 minutes before the burning stopped. TLDR grabbed a bottle of pepper spray thinking it was hand sanitizer. Pain followed. Thank you.
oh,
Um,
oh.
so my guy, pour milk on yourself. It helps.
Um, also I've heard what is it? Tomato soup. Tomato soup will help too. That also helps
For skunk spray.
the skunk smell. Yeah, but it does with from what I've been told, it's supposed to. I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't do it. I was just told that it's supposed to,
I mean, it's either it's gonna work or you're just gonna be covered in hot tomato soup.
right. Well, it doesn't have to be hot.
No, but what
Just open a can.
pepper spray's hot.
Yeah,
Like it burns you
it's not
chemically.
actually hot, though. It's just
Okay, excuse me. You're gonna be covered in burning tomato soup. How about that? Is that better for you?
slightly.
Oh, friend.
Keychain spray sanitizer. I just want to see what it comes up with. Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't look anything like pepper spray. None of the ones I see look like
No.
pepper
No.
spray.
So my man literally just screwed up by going, oh, that's clearly hand sanitizer when it was clearly not.
Well, this one right here kind of looks like fuel for your weed eater.
Sure. Okay. So today I effed up by trying to clean my bathroom 7 years ago. I'm going to guess. I'm just going to guess that this is ammonia and bleach.
I mean, yes, this probably is one of those.
My friend is going to make mustard gas. Let's watch.
Yeah.
I live with my sister, her husband, and baby. I had just started dating this girl, and the last time she was here, she commented on how my shower head sucked and that the deposit buildup should be cleaned. Before she shows up, I decide to fix the shower head and clean my bathroom. I buy some CLR surface cleaner and toilet bowl cleaner. I saw somewhere that you can just get a Ziploc bag, fill it with CLR and a rubber band to the shower head, and let it sit for a bit. I do that. Some CLR spills over. I rinse everything down while CLR does its job. I take off the bag, and the shower head starts working much better. Later on, I start cleaning the bathroom. I get my music going, put on some gloves, and get to work. I start with the toilet bowl and then start spraying down the shower, and suddenly a huge whiff of chemicals smack me in the face. I immediately take a look at CLR, and one of its warnings says, do not mix with bleach. It just so happens my cleaner had bleach in it. Turn on the fan, close the door, tell my brother-in-law to bring the baby downstairs, and I start Googling what to do. Turns out I inadvertently released some chloride gas, and poison control just recommended staying out of the area and ventilate. Girlfriend comes over that night. We talk a little, go to sleep. I think that's the end of the story, but it gets worse. This morning, my brother-in-law texts me to run the shower hot, let the steam get steamy for 30 minutes, and then turn on the bathroom fan. So half asleep, I turn on the shower, go to my room, play video games for 30 minutes while my girlfriend is sleeping, and then I go back to the bathroom. Go inside, the floor is slightly flooded, like half the bathroom has a 1 millimeter of water.
Uh-oh.
No big deal. I guess I forgot to put out the shower liner back in place, turn off the shower, grab lots of towels, dry the floor, go downstairs for coffee, go into the kitchen, get my cup of coffee, and see a small puddle on the floor. I look up, and there is a wrinkle in the ceiling with water dripping. I immediately scream, oh no! Run upstairs to check the bathroom. It dried up pretty well. And then I check my room and the baby's room. Bathroom is between the two rooms. The floor in both rooms is a little wet, as if I spilled a cup of water against the wall opposite of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell my sister about it. Tell that I am going to go to Home Depot, rent some carpet blowers, etc. My sister is mad. My bro-in-law says not to do anything else until he takes a look, so that I don't make things worse. Solid move, brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Solid move. Before I get the blowers, I am tunnel vision to get as much water out of the carpet. I'm pretty upset at this point. My girlfriend comes in and tries to comfort me, and I am just not responding. So she gets a little annoyed, leaves to do some errands while I take care of my mess, and suggests maybe she shouldn't try to stay the night because my sister is going to be mad at me. She comes back from errands and just asks me to leave her stuff at the door. Oh no.
Oh.
She gets her stuff and doesn't hug or kiss goodbye.
Oh.
Later on, she texted me and said that I could have been a little more apologetic and receptive. I call her back. We get into our first ever mini fight. She had been working a lot and lives pretty far, so this was the only day we had for each other, and I ended up spending half of it fixing my mess.
No.
I tell her I feel awful and just kind of shut down mentally when I make big mistakes. Eventually, we smooth things over, and things are okay between us. Jeez, man, I don't need your life story.
Right.
My brother-in-law comes home. We pulled up some carpet to dry the underside of the floor, put a shop vac on reverse to blow the air into the crawl space of where the water damage is in, and everything is set to dry over the next few days. Now awaiting the wrath of my sister. I should have just read this. Today I effed up by accidentally mixing CLR and bleach, making chlorine gas in the bathroom. Tried to fix it by running the shower and ended up flooding the bathroom, 2 adjacent rooms, and the ceiling below. Pissed off my new girlfriend and sister quite a bit. Now waiting for my angry sister to get back home from work.
This has been another episode of This Old House.
Yeah. So don't mix CLR with bleach.
Yeah. Read the chemicals before you use them.
Also, you don't have to like dip CLR to get your shower head done.
You don't have
Honestly, just get a toothpick. Just get a toothpick and hit all the holes.
poke.
Turn on the shower.
Mhm.
Watch how great it is.
Yep.
Yeah, you got hard water. Sucks.
It happens. Oh well.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, my guy
The last
here.
chemical one.
He seems more flustered with the fact that he mixed the chemicals and now he's made a mess, and he's more worried about the implications of that than he is worried about how anybody else feels about it.
Right.
Yeah.
All he had to do was all he had to do was sweat it off, like not play video games for half an hour.
Yeah. I would say don't clean your bathroom, but please clean your bathroom.
Well, that was the last chemicals one. Okay.
Oh no. 7.
It has been deleted.
It has been. Oh,
It's all right.
I just don't.
Electricity. We got 3 electricity stories and then 2 plumbing stories. Okay. Today, 4 years ago, today I effed up by aberrant dementor. Today I effed up by learning electricity conduction the hard way. Oh no.
Yeah, I did that when I was a kid. I had this little radio with a tape deck in it, and my parents had given it to me to use as like a radio at night. And me being young and dumb, and I'm talking like back when we were first friends, like way back. Right? And
9 years old.
Yeah, like, well, it was, I would even say 7.
Okay. Yeah.
7 or 8. Yeah. So I was standing on my bed, and it was plugged into the plug that was for some reason above my bed, but it was plugged in, and I went to go unplug it, but I grabbed it by the cord.
Oh.
It was an old radio. And so when I yanked it, the cord came out of the plug. The plug stayed in the wall. Me, without thinking, and I'm young, think, oh no, I broke the radio, and then tried to stick the cord back into the plug. All I remember is pow, black, and I woke up laying on my bed.
That's where your hair went.
No. I had hair. I had hair for years. That's not where the hair went. That's probably where a bunch of brain cells went. That's for sure.
That tracks.
Yep.
So today I effed up by learning electricity conduction the hard way. This happened 12 years ago, and I was around 15 years old. Me and my brother used to love making small projects using DC motor and LED lights. Now, I had seen my brother use a 9-volt battery before to power LED light, and I had seen when he used a different battery, it will grow brighter. This will be important later in the story. So one day, while I was alone at home, I stumbled upon a car headlight bulb. It had 3 rods, and I wanted to see it light up. Now, my smooth brain was confused. How will I use 3 prongs when I can only use 2 for the 9-volt battery? Here is where the F-up happened. I saw the electric outlet, and I saw 3 holes. The prongs on the bulb were too small to fit in the electric outlet. Now, what my brain did was I attached 3 wires to the bulb and held the bulb in my hands and put the wires in the socket. For a second, nothing happened. Then I felt the wildest shock in my life, and the light bulb blew, and I blacked out for a good 10 minutes. Luckily, short circuit happened, or I would be on my way to heaven.
Ooh.
TLDR, I tried to replicate my elder brother by trying to light a car headlight bulb using wires and a 240-volt electric socket.
Yeah, those don't
do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Those don't mix.
That- Don't do that.
Those don't mix. Not a good idea.
That's a silly dumb boy move.
That is.
Oh no. Okay. 2 years ago, Adam Scotty says, today I effed up by learning my phone has been electrocuting me every time I charge it.
How does he learn that? I'm intrigued to find this out.
I am also intrigued, my friend. I had this phone, Samsung S20, for 2 years now, and noticed that about a year ago that whenever I charged it, I would get slightly tingly feeling and occasionally a sharp pain like poking yourself with a needle. I'm not that clever and just thought it was something else and wasn't too bothered about it. That was until today. My younger brother, who is an electrician, was around mine today. And he picked up my phone. Excuse me. He picked my phone up while it was charging and asked why it electrocuted him. I was confused by that. So after he messed around with my phone a bit and realized when my phone is charging, it electrocutes you. Tried with different chargers, but it's definitely the phone. He was surprised I hadn't realized. Guess I had at some point, but it just became the norm after a while, so I lived with it. So safe to say, I think it'll be a wise investment to get a new phone as soon as possible. TLDR, phones aren't meant to electrocute you when charging, so I should probably get a new one.
Yeah, I would agree. Also, maybe get a CAT scan because you might have some other damage there.
It sounds like you have nerve damage.
Yeah.
Like your nerves don't work.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
at this point,
it's tingles. It's tingly. Hey, Fred.
I don't know.
my tingling my fingers.
Oh, well, it's normal. Every time I start my car engine,
It's
it's on fire. It's normal. It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the fire to die down before you can drive away.
Yeah,
But
just
it's all
blow
right.
it out real quick. It's okay. That's why the leaf blower's in the back.
Oh. Okay, so today I effed up by giving my eyes a second-degree burns. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Punk Shifter 3 years ago today says this happened about 2 years ago, but I think it's high time I tell my most shameful work story. Okay, great. This is in electricity. Fun. So I'm a cook working with Saute Station on a weekday night. I have glasses, but think they make me look dorky, so I don't wear them often. I took a steak in the pan out of the oven and worked it on the stovetop for about a minute before transferring the steak to the cutting board to rest. A minute later, my chef tells me the pan is on fire because I'd forgotten to turn off the burner, and the pan is in flames with all the oil and steak fat. I respond immediately by taking the first pan in sight, which happened to be the stack fresh from the dish pit. Since the bottom of the pan was wet, usually smothering a fire like this is foolproof. The water on the bottom met with the oil and vaporized. The edge of the pan perfectly lined up to hit just my eyes, vigilante mask style.
Oh.
It was horrible. Thankfully, didn't scream into the open kitchen, but oh my jeebas, did that hurt. My chef saw and immediately ran to the dish pit to fill a huge bowl of cool, clean water, then dragged my butt there and dunked my head in, telling me to blink for a solid minute. Thank you, chef. After about 10 minutes of the saline wash we had at work and the amount of pain, I got a ride to the hospital. So I got to the ER and got both eyeballs flushed with a liter of saline each, which involved me being strapped to a table, inverted, so my feet were in the air and my face was on the ground with thick plastic things in my eyes to give the saline wash.
Saline
Oh, boy.
waterboarding.
What's that?
Saline waterboarding.
That's right. Bonus points because the basin to catch the saline got messed up and spilled all over the floor. And when the cleaning guy came in, just looked at me with the mixture of fear and anxiety and hope and asked, "Is that water?"
Mm.
I got transferred to another hospital because it was 11 or so at that point. I needed to see an eye specialist. So one ambulance ride later, I was in a hospital stall deal, crying in pain, with nurses coming every so often, but not enough since I wasn't given any pain medicine besides numbing eye drops strictly administered by the nurses. At this point, nobody was saying anything reassuring about my vision, which is very concerning. I honestly thought I'd have severe permanent damage to my eyes and vision. Eventually, I got discharged after like 6 hours and at 3 in the morning with a ton of meds and saw an eye specialist the next day who gave me more stuff to put in my eyeballs. A medicated contact lens for the eye that got the worst, and those good numbing eye drops. Ended up with burns not only on my corneas, but my eyelids, the corners of my eyes, and below my eyes. One of the burns actually looked like a huge cat eye. Needless to say, quite painful to have happen and recover from. 3 weeks off work, most of it spent in the dark and getting new glasses because I didn't wear them at work. My vision is significantly worse than before, but nothing the glasses can't fix. Lesson learned. TLDR, burned my eyeballs at work with a stupid mistake without my glasses and spent 6 hours in the hospital and 3 weeks off of work for it. Now the glasses are needed because my vision is crappier.
Wow.
Well, new fear unlocked.
Yeah, that definitely seems like a freak accident kind of thing, but also like it seems preventable. It seems very preventable.
This person clearly angered some deity of some kind.
Yes, right.
My goodness.
We're
Did
only
you
the damage.
What happened?
Yeah.
Just burn his eyes.
Just burn just his eyes. Just his eyes.
Good gravy. That was not an electricity story. I just want to point that out.
Yes.
Okay, so our last two stories of the eve. I think I will do the second one first.
Okay.
Today I effed up by clogging my office's sewer system with baby wipes. Yeah, don't flush baby wipes. I've been using baby wipes for about 7 years to help clean up my business. Unfortunately, I have always flushed them since I never thought twice about it, as flushable is on the package of my wipes. I learned today that this is a technical loophole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what it means is you can flush them. It means it will go in the pipe. It doesn't mean it should.
Not at all.
There is a brand that you can get that breaks down, but I'm not sponsored by it, so I'm not going to say anything. That'd be a really crappy sponsor. Why not?
Ooh.
Okay. I've lived in about 4 different places since starting and never had any problems with the sewer system until today. I did my business at work and flushed the wipes. A couple hours later, maybe 1 or 2 people used the bathroom. Water started to pool on the floor in the bathroom, rendering it inaccessible. By the end of the day, the other 2 bathrooms in the office became out of order as well. It seems like we are having sewer issues, and I can probably guess why. I'm pretty sure no one knows I use the wipes. I keep them in a drawer on my desk, and although the packaging makes a crinkling noise every time I grab a couple, and then I disappear for 5 to 10 minutes shortly after, I don't think anyone has really put 2 and 2 together. At the end of the day, I took the wipes out of my desk and covertly put them in my bag. I'm anxious now that I will surely at least be suspected as the culprit for repairs that could cost thousands for the company or the landlord we are leasing from. The office is no more than 15 people, and the unisex bathroom where it originated from is the only one used by a handful of us. I started here less than a year ago, and I really need the job. And don't want to damage the good work I've done so far. I also do not need a rep as baby wipe flusher guy. We had just moved into the building about 6 months ago, so I'm hoping there's also some ambiguity that the buildup could have been from the previous tenants. But I'm going to avoid bringing wipes to the office and deny, so I can wash my hands clean of the evidence. I definitely have learned my lesson not to flush these things. Okay. TLDR, I've been flushing the wipes for at least 6 months, not grasping the harm that it did to the plumbing of the building. Today, the whole sewer system broke down and none of our toilets work. I am now extremely worried and covering my own booty. No pun intended. As research tells me, this is an expensive repair. So here's the thing. They're not going to charge you for that.
No.
That is busted pipes.
Yeah. There was probably damage before you started doing bad
It was
things.
probably mostly clogged, to be fair, because if you're only using 1 or 2 wipes, those are going all the way to the sewer.
Yeah,
Right? That's not a big deal.
right.
Now, you shouldn't flush that stuff at your house.
Yeah.
I don't care about work.
I mean, it is less of an issue for you specifically if you're the one flushing it, if you're doing it at work. But if you're doing that at work, you're probably doing it at home too. And eventually, let's just say the crap is going to build up.
Well, like here's the thing. Like if your pipes are good and you're using the proper breakdown one that breaks down like toilet paper, you're gonna be fine. Like
Yeah.
chances are you're using baby wipes, which would be the ones that you throw in the trash and not
Yes.
yeah. So don't use those.
No.
Use
At
the
least
other
don't
ones.
flush them. At least don't flush them. If you're going to use them, don't flush them.
Also, don't tell your boss,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I crapped to the bathroom to death. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he did the right thing. He's just more worried about it than he should be.
He really is. Like, there's no way that you're under the capacity. You have to be able to use that restroom.
Right.
That is the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
Business.
Yeah.
But also, just like maybe they're not going to charge you for it. That's why buildings have insurance like that.
Yes.
Right.
Buildings, companies. Yes.
Yeah. Like, especially if you're leasing the building.
Yeah.
The pipes are not your responsibility.
Right.
That's your landlord's responsibility.
Landlord territory.
They're making money hand over fist. Are you kidding me? They're renting that place out. Yeah. The landlord's gonna fix it. They're gonna bitch and moan about it. And they're gonna hate it, but they're gonna fix it because they legally cannot lease that thing out to you without proper working conditions.
Yep.
And they have insurance on that piece, so it's going to be fine. Also, they're going to be able to write that off on their taxes, so it really isn't costing them anything.
Yeah. In the long run.
Good gravy. Okay, so now for the one that Nicole wanted me to read.
Yes, the last one that the wife wanted.
Super Saiyan Videl wrote 4 years ago. Today I effed up by spreading poo across the driveway. Well, this all happened a few months back. Me, 24 female, and my roommate, 24 male, started experiencing issues with the plumbing, specifically the toilet. It wasn't overtly bad, just 2 or 3 flushes to do its job, so we didn't do much about it. About a week later, we start to notice that it's taking a few more flushes, 2 to 3 for just TP, but 5 to 6 for any solids. At this point, the roommate and I were starting to get a little worried because the level of the water in the toilet was quite high and it wouldn't go down. So we decided to take the DIY route to fix the issue. In hindsight, this was the worst idea possible. In foresight, that is the worst idea possible.
Yeah.
We went down and bought a plunger and some cleaning products, and we were good to go. At this stage, we had managed to get the water level down and somewhat resolve the problem, or so we thought. Now, my place is old, and the bathroom taps, shower, and toilet all lead to one pipe, which runs beneath the front of my house into the sewer. There is a hole directly on top of this pipe, about 12 by 12 centimeters round and 15 centimeters deep. That is not very big.
No.
Next to my front doorstep. It's covered by a metal grate that can be removed. We went outside after cleaning the toilet of its contents and noticed that the hole that was next to the front doorstep was starting to fill up with water and matter, as well as a lot of toilet paper. It was gross. although it looked relatively far down the pipe, so we just figured that it was probably draining itself from beforehand and just ignored it. Mistake number 2. The
Yeah.
next morning, I went to the bathroom to do my business, and I noticed that when I flushed, it went down surprisingly easy. So I thought, great, problem resolved, right? Wrong. I went outside, and lo and behold, the hole next to the front doorstep was getting dangerously close to bubbling over. But after a few minutes of staring at it, it eventually went down, so I ignored it once again.
See,
Oh,
there's,
friend.
yeah, it's just one thing after another thing after another thing. Don't ignore stuff like that.
Seriously. However, it got worse each time we flushed the toilet over the coming day or two. Sometimes the grate would overflow, other times the toilet would. So we knew there must be a problem with that one pipe. My roommate put on gloves, removed the grate, and reached into the hole to see what he could be blocking the pipe. At this stage, uh, everything and had accumulated about 13 centimeters deep into the pipe and was partially solid. Imagine chicken noodle soup, but the chicken and noodles are gross things. I'm not reading that out loud. He reached all the way into the pipe and to see if and the soup to see if anything solid was blocking the bottom of the pipe while I remained in the bathroom plunging the toilet. All of a sudden, the water level drops in the toilet. I yell out to my roommate, who's still elbows deep in the pipe.
Oh
"Is
no.
everything okay?" he says. I think I found the blockage, and starts to scoop it out into a plastic bag he had ready. After he scooped it into the bag, I say, "Do you want me to flush the toilet?" He was like, "Sure." And this was the equivalent of pushing the red button as my roommate started to scream in horror. I run outside to witness what looked like elephant toothpaste
Oh.
exploding from the pipe and into the air.
Oh.
My roommate tried to battle it down with the plastic bag as the built-up water pressure made it shoot up incredibly fast and incredibly high.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh,
I was
man.
laughing so hysterically that I couldn't help him. After a moment, he gave up, dropped the bag, and ran from the impact zone.
After a moment. You mean after it's all over oh.
We just stood there and watched as a poop volcano spread all across the front driveway. What continued to come out was brown and semi-solid, smelt foul, and it wouldn't stop. I was screaming, he was screaming, stuff was flying all over the driveway and continuing to spread. It was terrifying. I screamed, "Get the hose," but it was pointless. We just had to wait out the storm. After what seemed like forever, it slowly started to stop. So we coated everything in disinfectant and soap and proceeded to spend the next 2 hours cleaning it off the driveway, which was in public view and shared with 5 neighbors. The
Nice.
smell didn't go away for 3 more hours. I'm sorry to all the neighbors we shared driveways with. This will stay in our memory just like it did our driveway.
Oh.
Note, never do your own plumbing. Contact a plumber. It might cost you money, but it won't cost you your innocence.
Oh no. Oh
But it won't cost you your innocence.
no.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh.
Oh, man. I can't top that, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
I've fixed my own plumbing and electricity and all sorts of stuff,
Yep.
but
Never
man,
that. Never that. Luckily,
I've never dealt with a Pucano.
need to find wood. There we go. Okay, knocking on the wood.
Oh, yeah, me too. Done.
Oh,
Well,
that was a good one to go out on. That's for sure.
man.
For us and them.
Makes me almost not want coffee.
Oh, just don't look.
Just don't look.
Just don't look.
Oh, man. Well, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, call a plumber. That's my advice.
Yeah, Call
Call a plumber or crap in the woods like Bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, I mean, they were lucky enough for it to happen outside.
That's true. Yeah, nothing
So,
exploded in the house.
yeah, they
It
did
was
have a
all
little
people.
bit of luck. Just a
Yeah.
little bit of luck.
Well,
Oh.
anyway, that's the end of the show. I've been Dave.
And I've been Will. Remember to, what are we remembering?
Comment, subscribe, check out our merch store in the show notes.
Show notes.
We've got some cool stuff in there.
Yep.
Hand designed by yours truly.
Mm-hmm. And we're adding, we will be adding Poop Volcano to the shirt list.
So it would seem, as I'm not the one who tried in particular. Yeah. Poop. Look out for the Poop Volcano. We're gonna put that in there.
The Poop Volcano.
All right, guys. Well, Joey, send us out, please.
Been hating my job. I need to quit.
Bye-bye.
Where'd I go wrong?
Bye-bye.
Is this really it?
Bye-bye.
I need a pick